Okay, so hello everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir,
Audible.
you are audible, sir.
Good evening,
Okay,
sir.
thank you. Good evening. So today we are going to discuss about SQL parts. So we'll be doing hands-on thing in this session. So I hope you have gone through week 2 and week 3 content. So today we'll discuss how to create a database, how to create a table, how to load the data into a table, and then few operations on that. Okay. So let me share
Okay, sir.
my PG admin screen. Is my screen visible? This PG admin.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So yeah, so here you can see this PG admin interface. On the left hand side, you can see the servers and the version of the PostgreSQL, right? So I will be using version 14 for this demonstration purpose. And here you can see a databases, right? So I hope everyone has loaded the database and restored the database, right? So today we'll create a new database. For that purpose, what you need to do, simply right click on a database, create a database, and you can give any name. For I will give today's session, like for example, SQL session. So I have created a database name by SQL session. Okay, just click on save. So here you can see on the left hand side, the database has been created. Now, whatever we have seen in the last session, that we can restore the data, but how we can create a tables and then load the data, we'll discuss that now. So for creating a tables, we require a query tool, right? So what we need to do, simply right click on the database name, and here you can see query tool, right? Now this is the query tool. Whatever the query you are going to write here and run, the output will be shown in the below box, that is data output, right? I hope this is visible, right? Entire screen is visible, right? Okay, great. So first we'll create one table. For example, let's create student table. Okay. So what is syntax for creating a table? Yes, anyone? What I
Create table student.
create?
Create table name.
Yeah. So first thing is that the syntax is create table. Then whatever the table name you want to give, table name. Then inside the bracket, like table will have multiple columns and rows, right? So first we need to specify the column name. So column name 1. Then any other thing we need to specify along with column name?
Constraint and primary key and
The data type.
First data type and then constraint, right?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And this thing we have to do for every column, separated by a comma, right? So this is table column number 2, column number 3. So when I say column or attribute name, both are the same thing. So first one attribute name, then data type, then constraint. Constraint is not a mandatory part, but this two is mandatory. Column name and data type we have to specify. So now let's create one student table. So I will create table student. Inside that I will create few columns. For example, roll number. Then first I will explain the data type and constraint. Okay, but let me write it down. So tell me, what are different data types we have in SQL or in lecture, whatever the data types we have discussed?
Char, var, integer.
Char, var,
Int.
char,
Numerical.
Small num.
var,
Small int, large int.
okay,
Ob,
so that's a special
Boolean.
form of int. So we are going to focus on char, var, int, then date data type, and then numeric data type. Okay. So we'll first discuss this few important data types. Okay. So what's the difference between char and var? Is anyone?
Char is a fixed length and varchar will be a flexible length. Like
Okay, but if I say char 5 and var 5 also, so
char
What?
you have to fill all the characters, and varchar you have specified a limit till 5 you can complete all the word like letters and all.
Okay. So can I insert RAM if I use char 5?
In
No,
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 sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Yes,
Why
sir.
not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
because
It's the exact length of what, sir?
Sir, unfilled
No.
two places will be padded with a space.
Yes, yes. So we'll discuss that. So first roll number, let us use the data type as varchar here.
Sir, is nullable data type or not?
Null is not a data type. Here we are only checking whether the value is null or not. Okay. I will discuss that thing also.
excuse
So
me
roll.
sir.
Yes.
Sir, I went to the week 3 entire lectures. So there is a lot of things in the week 3. So there will be a separate session, 2 sessions for SQL, or in this only everything will be covered.
No, we are going to focus on basic and intermediate SQL only. So in the week 3, you can see triggers, procedures, right? Those things are there. So we are not focusing on that part. Okay.
Okay, so
So that's
that's
for
not
yeah, just for your information purpose. You can just go to the lectures and slide. That will be enough. In exam also, will not be asking any question based on trigger and procedures. Okay.
but sir, still in intermediate also there's a lot of things like small things are there, details like do and everything. So that's a bit confusing. So all this will be covered today.
Yeah, whatever is required, we'll cover today, or we'll be having means, 2 sessions during OP, like first week of OP. So in that we can cover this SQL part.
Okay, sir.
But whatever is required to solve this week 2 and week 3, we'll discuss today. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So first, varchar, I will just put this as, for example, 5. We'll discuss 5. Then name of a student. Again, varchar. Again, okay, let's say char only here. Char and then 5. Then we have a age, integer. Then we have for date, yeah, date of admission, right? So we'll put date of admission, DOA, date of admission, data type. So yeah, this is about an numeric. So let's discuss CGPA also. CGPA numeric, right? So we have covered all the data type. Now first tell me what are different constraints we have. What are different constraints?
That primary key and nullable are not nullable.
No. Primary key is one of the constraint.
Unique.
Not null is also constraint. Unique is also constraint. Then we have check as a
foreign key.
constraint.
Set
Foreign
default.
key is also constraint, but that is integrity. It is used to ensure data integrity part. So I will discuss that in separate thing. So
Set default.
Distinct.
default, sorry,
Distinct.
distinct is not a constraint. Okay,
Set default is the constraint.
default is a constraint here. We can say the default value. Okay,
So
so
primary key also a constraint. No?
the primary key is constraint. So what is primary key? First tell me now. What is primary key?
Unique. Unique.
Sir,
So-
Unique and not null. Unique and not null.
Yeah, so
By the row, uniquely.
so primary key is used to uniquely identify each and every row in a table, right? So when I say roll number, every student has a unique roll number, right? So in our database, roll number is a primary key, and that particular primary key, if I just specify primary key as a constraint, it means automatically it will have not null plus unique constraint. Roll number cannot be repetitive, right? Because 2 students cannot have the same roll number. So that's why we need to put unique constraint. And also it should not be not null. It is not possible that I will fill the data of a student, but his roll number is not there, right? So whenever I say primary key, it is basically not null plus unique constraint, right? So simply we can just need to specify primary key here. That's it. Okay. Now this roll number having the constraint primary key. Now what about name? For name, I will just put char then not null, no, unique. Okay. In age, I will put not null.
No, sir, name cannot be unique.
The name cannot be unique, right? Because a student can have a same age, right? That's why. Okay, rest this and check. I want to put a check constraint. So how to put check constraint? For which purpose will you check constraint? Yes, anyone tell me?
So for checking domain.
Yeah. Suppose if I want to constrain
It
some
will
particular column.
limit the value of
Yes.
columns.
For example, age, right? I want to restrict this particular age column to take age greater than 18 only. I don't want this age column to take less than 18 age. So I will put check constraint here. Check in bracket age greater than 18. If it is true, then only this particular record will be inserted. Okay. So we have see roll number. So in student table, we have roll number, that is a primary key, name having unique constraint, age having not nulls, date of admission, data type, CGPA, numeric. Now, what is this numeric data type A comma B? Just tell me what is numeric A comma B is.
Sir, A is the
A
length
is
of.
integer and B is decimal, isn't it?
No. So, for example, when I say numeric 5 comma 2, what is this 5 comma 2 means? What are the values I can insert?
It will take
5 length of number with 2 decimal points from
So,
right.
So we have a decimal point here. After decimal point, it can take maximum 2
points.
digits.
Yes, sir.
And before decimal point, how many digits?
3, sir.
3. A minus B, that is basically 3 digits, right?
Yes, sir.
So I can insert 112.23. I can insert 11.23. I can also insert 1.2. But I cannot insert 112.2. No. Before decimal point, only maximum 3 digits I can have. And after decimal point, maximum 2 digits I can have. Okay. So this is what numeric 5 comma 2 is. So for CGPA, we'll have 4 comma 2. Okay. 4 comma 2. Okay. 4 comma 2. Now, this is about the student table. We have specified the constraint. We have specified the data type for each column. Now, let's select this particular query. Huh? Tell me.
So this name should not be unique, right? But your unique constraint.
Yeah, name should not be unique, but to see what is unique constraint is, that's why I have specified this, right? For this purpose only. What this unique constraint will do, okay? If I just try to put the same name. But yeah, in student table, we cannot have a unique constraint name because students can have the same name. So let's run this query. So create table created successfully. Now, if you want to see whether table has been created or not, so simple select star from table name. So select star from table name. What is table name? Student here.
the student.
So if I just run this particular query, I will get the structure of this particular student table. So here you can see roll number PK. PK means primary key. Name, character 5, age, integer, date of admission, date, then CGPA, numeric 4 comma 2, right? So why I have specified this star symbol here, asterisk symbol here? Because if I want
all the data
columns, not data. If I want all the attributes or all the column, I can use this specific asterisk symbol. Or if I just want specific columns, for example, I just want roll number and age. So we can specify like this, right? So I will get only 2 columns here, that is roll number and age, right? But I want all the columns, then I will specify select star only. That's it. Okay. Now let's try to insert a record in this particular student table. Now tell me how we can insert. What is the statement? Like insert text?
Insert into table name, then value.
Insert into
table name value.
Into table name.
Values. Then inside the bracket, we have to specify the values.
Yes, sir.
Right, in this particular order, right? Or if you want to switch the order, then you have to specify the order inside this particular student name. Okay, table name. So I will discuss both the syntax. So first thing is that we have just specified the table name. That's it, right? And the value will be roll number is 21 F1. Okay. So whenever I say char and where char, yes.
Sir.
Yes, tell me.
After writing the query to create the table, I run that it's successfully run, but select a star from a student. I run that it's gives a syntax error.
No, you have to select this thing only, and then you have to click on run. Okay.
Oh, okay, sir.
And please let me discuss. Then you can try. Okay, after the session you can try.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So insert into student values 21F1 is a roll number. Since roll number is having char and varchar, that is basically a string thing. So we have to use the quotation here, single quotation, right? Age is integer, so we don't need to use a quotation, right? So 21F1, then name will be, for example, Piyush. Can I insert Piyush? Let's see. Age is 27.
No, sir, you can't put Piyush.
Okay, let's see what.
Piyush has 6 letters, 6 length.
Okay, let's see what will happen if I try to insert this particular string, right? Now, what about a date of admission? Date we have specified. So, in which way we need to specify the date? In which format?
Year, month, and
Year,
date.
month, matlab YY, MM, TD.
What if I just specify like this 01, then 01, DD, YYY format?
Maybe accepted.
CGPA is numeric, then 8.9. Okay, let's try to run this particular query and see what we are getting. So value too long for type character 5, right? So we cannot insert a record in the name because this is violating my constraint. It is valid value is too long for character 5. So I cannot insert Piyush. I will go for Ram. Okay. Now if I just say Ram here, now let's see what will happen. Now we have successfully inserted 0, 0, right? Now if I just again run this student table, here you can see the query has been successfully inserted. So this is how this constraint will ensure that the character should be less than 5 or 5 only, right? Name. Now, what about if I just change this roll number to 21F2, keep the RAM as same, and let's try to insert it now. Now tell me whether this will get inserted.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
No,
Why
sir,
not?
because name will be
Yeah,
not
unique.
Name must be unique, right? So if I try to run this, so it will give us duplicate key values, violate unique constraint, right? So it means that we are violating unique constraint, so RAM
Sir.
already exists.
Sir,
I need to, yes.
Sir, if in the line 10 it is not mentioned unique, then it will be
Yes,
added
then we
now.
can insert. Yeah, then we can add.
Yeah.
Okay. Now instead of Ram, I will add Raj. Now can I insert this now? Yes, I can insert that, right?
Yes.
Now let's check. Instead of 27, I will put 17. Now tell me.
no, sir. Because check constraint fails.
See, what we are getting, check constraint is getting violated, right? Check constraint, student age check. So age must be greater than 18. So I cannot insert a record having age greater than less than 18. So that's it. Now this is about the date data type, right? So I can insert in any format, DD, MM, YYY format. But if I see okay, first let me run this. I will insert a record. Now I will run this. So we have 2 rows in the table now. See, what we have specified like this, DD, MM, YYY format. But what it's showing here like this, right?
Okay.
So if you insert a data that is having a data type in any format, it will show in YYY, DD format for PostgreSQL, right? You can also insert in this way also. 199.01.01, that is also correct, okay? There's no issue. You can also even specify like this also instead of this, like this, okay? Let's try with this, Raj, 21F3. Huh?
Sir, here 0, like which is month and which is days. Will it not like create some mistake?
No, for this you can say, but let's say it is 13, right? Okay. So either it should be DDD YYY format or YYY. Sorry, either it should be DD YYY format, DD YYY format, or YYY DD format. This only it will work. Okay.
A month in between always.
Yeah. So if I just specify like this, now let's try to insert a record, for example, 13. Okay. But 13 is not a month, right? Now let's see what will happen if I try to insert. So here you can see date, time, field, value out of range, right? So insert. So it is showing an error, right? So I need to put 12. Okay. So this thing I can insert, right? Now, anyone, any doubt up till now? Whatever we have discussed, the
Sir,
constraints are
actually,
clear. Yes.
sir, yes, Ram and Raj, how it should be come? But because char data type you mentioned.
Yeah. So difference between char and varchar, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But before that, tell me any doubt up till now in the data type and the constraint part. This
No,
thing
no.
is clear, right? Everyone.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we'll discuss about this difference between char and varchar. So both will support string values, but var is basically variable length. So when we say n, so it will take up to n characters. Char will also take up to n characters, but when we insert a record, it is allocating fixed storage. So char will have fixed storage in the database for that 5 characters. Okay. So if I just copy this RAM and paste it here, here, see what we are getting. RAM is there, but we have 2 spaces, right?
2 workspace.
Yeah, and if I just copy this roll number 21F1 and see, there is no spaces. Even both are having the same size 5. So char will allocate the fixed storage. Even if we put less than 5, it is allocating the remaining character by empty spaces, right? So this is the thing you can tell that it will take a fixed storage, right?
So varchar is better. Like,
yes, varchar is better. We can use char whenever we want. We have a fixed length for a particular column. For example, Aadhaar number, PAN card, right? This is having fixed storage, right? Fixed number is there. So in that case, we can use this particular char. Okay. So this is about char and varchar. I hope this constraints is clear to everyone, right? Primary key, not null, unique. Okay. Not null means what? If I just skip this part, 27. Now tell me, can I insert this record if I just change array? Right. So yeah, so here you can see input inside because it is taking this as a age, right? So it is not correct. Now suppose, please mute. Okay.
Sir,
Oh,
primary
only
key
give
is
the 2
also
sir.
an.
Sorry. Can you repeat?
Sir, give 2 quotes, sir, quote for a null value, sir.
We cannot give quotes because it takes in data type.
No. See. Now what will happen? Tell me if I try to insert this now. It will again throw an error because it is will not.
Yes, sir. Age.
Yeah. So if you want to specify like this, so you have to mention the column name here, right? So roll number, then comma is basically a name, and this is basically CGPA, right? But now let's see. You will not get this particular thing. Now you will get the null constraint for age column. So here you can see age column while it's not null constraint, right? But what if I just want to put age here and then it is basically say 21, right? Now if you observe, I have put roll number, name, age. So roll number, primary key cannot be null. Name is unique, but name can be null. Okay. Then age is cannot be null, so I have age 21. So let's remove name also. Let's see what we will get. I also from this. Now you can see you successfully inserted the record. Now here you can see. Now roll number is there. Name is basically a null, so you can see null here. Age is 21 and date of admission and CGP is basically null. So whenever you want to just insert a specific column, so you have to specify the column name like this. For example, roll number, age. Or if you want to add all the details like all the column name, then you don't need to mention. But if you want to add specific rows, for specific columns, then you have to specify the column name like this. Okay. Any doubt up till now? Anyone?
Sir, sorry, sir. One doubt, sir. Here, once you put the name null, again, I will not be able to insert null, right?
No, I can insert a null. Let's see, 5. Because null is not any value. Null means simply does not exist, right? So we cannot compare null with anything. You can see null, right?
No, okay. So null is not kind of a unique thing.
No, null is not a value. Simply we cannot compare null with anything. We can only check whether that particular column is having null value or not. That's it.
Okay. The other doubt I had is varchar, sir. Now 5. Can I give 6 characters in that roll number? It will give an error or it will get adjusted?
It will throw an error. For example, 21115. If I try to insert, it's too long for varchar, right? Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Thank you, sir.
So this is regarding the yes.
So the age is integer, but in the insert query, if I give 21.1 as numeric, will it adjust or will it throw an error?
It will throw an error.
Okay.
You can try out that also. So after the session, just try to run. Okay, successfully inserted. Let's see what is happening. What happened? 22. Okay,
22,
it's rounded off to 22.
I think it is the feature of PG admin.
Yes, yeah. It depends on database which we are using. Oracle may have different, MySQL may be a different. Postgres, they are rounding it off to 22. Okay.
But if we run this from CLI, it will be it will not accept, correct?
That you can try.
Okay.
I'm not sure about it because this version is getting updated, right? So
yes,
in that they used to do these things.
Okay, thanks.
This is about age, date of admission, CGPA. Yeah. So this thing we have discussed. Now, what is foreign key? Tell me what is foreign key.
Reference to the other table.
A foreign key is a key that reference from the another table.
Reference on our table. Okay. But for what purpose we use this foreign?
Sir,
it connects the two tables. It connects two tables between the common attribute.
Common attribute.
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, may I?
Yes, tell me.
A foreign key is a column in a table that refers to a primary key in another table.
Primary key, is it necessary? It should be primary key only.
No, sir, it's not necessary. It's not necessary.
Then what constant it should have?
So both the tables should have the common attribute with the common value to connect the both table.
Common attribute means what? You mean to say common name should be same or name can be different?
No.
The domain of the column in both the tables should be same.
Domain must be same, so data type must be same. Okay.
Yes, domain must be same.
Sir, foreign key is this
and not null.
It should be a candidate key, right?
Candidate key in both the table, no, sir?
No, it is not like that. Candidate key, we'll discuss that afterward. Primary key is one of the candidate key. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah. So let's create one more table course. Okay. Create table course. Right. Now same thing. Course will have course name, CNAME, then having data type varchar 6. Then we should have course credit, for example, INT, and then we will have roll number. Okay. Now, if I want to make this roll number of student table, roll number foreign key as a course table, so do I need to specify roll number directly, or I can mention roll underscore number, or like this also? This name should be same or name can be different?
Name can be different, sir.
Name can be different, right? Yeah. So roll number, but data type must be same, right? Okay. 5. Now this is about the course table. Okay, CNAME, credit, roll number. But how to make this roll number foreign key referencing to a student table? What I need to write after this?
Foreign key constraint.
How I can write? What I have to write?
Foreign key
references that table, right?
And column name.
Foreign key, column name.
Parenthesis.
Then
references. Student and the particular column.
Student in bracket, we have to specify the column name, right?
Yes.
Like this. So first we have a course table having attributes CNAME, credit, roll number. And then we are saying foreign key is basically this roll underscore number referencing to a student roll number. Okay. If I run this, what I will get? Roll number should be in the bracket.
Sir, here which is the reference table and which is the referencing table?
So we are taking reference from the student table. Okay. So what foreign key will do? It will ensure. Okay. Let me try to insert a record. So as of now, we have created the table course, right? So first, let me select star from course, right? Now, as of now, we have this 4 columns. Sorry, 3 columns, right? Now let's try to insert a record course.
Sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, if the name of the foreign key, I mean, if the attribute name is different in the both the table, how will it work? I mean,
no, we have specified this particular column name, whatever it can be. It can be roll number, RN, or anything referencing to student this particular roll number. So name can be different. We have specified like this that this particular column, whatever the column name is, it is taking reference from this particular column of the student table. Okay. So column name can be different.
Is the table and roll number is the
column. Yeah.
Okay.
So if I try to insert the course now, so I will add DBMS, then credit, for example, 8 and roll number. So can I insert 21F8? Can I do like this? Can I insert? Why
No,
not?
sir.
Why yes? Tell me.
So because it is not in the domain of the primary key in the previous table.
Domain means what? Domain, no, it is not present in the student table, right? So let's see student table first. So here I have 21 F1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. I don't have 21 F8. But what we are saying, this particular column is taking reference to a student table. So unless and until this particular value is present in the student table, I cannot insert into a course table, right? If I try to insert this record, what it will give? It will throw an error. Course violates foreign key constraint because this particular roll number is not present in student table. So I cannot insert a record in a course table unless this particular roll number is present in the student table. But if I say 21F1, that is present in the student table, right? So simply if I insert this, I can insert this, right? Yeah. So this foreign key will ensure that unless that particular value or that particular field is present in the parents table, for example, student table, we cannot insert that in the course table, right? So here you can see roll number is present. That's how we can insert. But if we try to insert another roll number, it will throw an error because we are taking this reference from the student table. Okay. Any question?
So what is the primary key? Like we did not mention.
Yeah, no, it is not mandatory. So table only column name and data type is mandatory. Primary key in post table we don't have any key as a primary key. Okay. We can insert multiple DBMs. I can insert this record multiple times because I don't put any constraint on any column, right? So here you can see same row is there, right? So ideally we should not do that. We have to put some constraint, right? Now, for example, I have seen that DBMS 21F1. So I can say DBMS is taken by this particular student, right? Now, someone said that this must be a primary key from the student table. Can be another attribute also which is not a primary key. Can I make that as a foreign key references? For example, can I make name or can I make date of admission as a references?
yes.
Sir, it should be not null, unique.
So it should be unique. I mean, every value in the attribute should be unique.
Yes. So you can mention that particular attribute as a foreign key reference only when that particular attribute having the unique constraint. We are able to do this because primary key automatically has unique plus not null constraint, right? I can also create a table mentioning name varchar 5 foreign key name referencing to a name char 5, okay, because it has a unique constraint. So any attribute having unique constraint, we can make it as a foreign key. Remember this point. It is not necessary that primary key should be there. Most of the time we use primary key only, but that is not mandatory. Okay. So we can make any attribute as a foreign key, but constraint is that it should be a unique. constraint.
Sir, all unique keys, that means it is a candidate key.
Sorry, all?
No, so the foreign key should be a candidate key in the referencing table.
The foreign key, whatever we are referencing this particular attribute, right? This particular attribute must be a primary key or it should have a unique constraint, right? Either primary
Yes,
key
sir.
or unique constraint.
Or we can also say candidate key.
No, candidate key is different thing.
Sir, here name can be null, right? Will that not cause a problem?
Here, no,
In this case?
no, that is fine. Null will not cause a problem.
Sir,
Okay.
can we use
Even
a compound?
even here, I have not mentioned any constraint, right? So if I didn't specify roll number also, still I can insert this record. See, right? I can insert null values because I cannot insert the value which is not present in the student table. That's the constraint. Okay. Anyone, any doubt up till now? Whatever we have discussed.
Yes, sir. Can we use the compound key as a foreign key, like two
Yes.
keys? Yes.
Yes, we can do that. Yeah. Composite key, right?
Composite, sir, not composite. Yes.
Composite key, yeah. If key having more than one attribute, then in that case it is a composite key. For example, roll number we have made it as a primary key. But if you want to make roll number and name as a combination of as a primary key, that is basically composite key. So what you need to do, instead of mentioning here, at the last you have to put comma primary key. In bracket you have to specify roll number comma name. Now this roll number comma name will be a combined key, that is basically composite key. Okay, so you have to specify like this for creation of table. And this
No, I meant for the foreign key. Can we use that composite? Can I do that? Can I use those two attributes here in this as a foreign key?
Yes, you can do that. Yeah, I think we can do that. Okay. Yeah. But the thing is that the combination must be unique. Okay.
Yeah.
So this
Sir,
is regarding
which is referencing reference table. I get confused.
No, we are referencing student table roll number column. Okay, so whatever the value we want to insert in this particular roll number, that's why I specify by different name. So this will taking reference to this particular table. So it will ensure that whatever the value is there in this particular column name must present in the student table. Okay, because you can see that I cannot enroll a student into a course unless his take record is present in the student table, right? So unless he is a student, I cannot enroll him as in the course.
So this is the function of foreign key, right? Only
yes, foreign key, yeah.
Okay, not for querying, like it is not useful for querying.
No, querying, no. If you want to join these two tables, simply you can use different types of join. So we'll discuss that too. But yeah, foreign key concept is for designing a table or database only, right? So it will ensure the data integrity. It means that whatever the information of a roll number student is not present in the student, I will not going to insert in the course table, right? For example, 21F8. That information is not present in the student table, I will not going to insert in the course table. Okay, so that will ensure the data integrity. Also, one thing is that if I try to delete this particular record from the student table, will it get deleted from the course table as well? Tell me.
No, sir.
If you have given cascade all.
Cascading, right?
Yeah.
So if I want to delete this particular roll number from a student table, I cannot delete it directly because I have not used cascading cascade statement here. First, I need to remove this two record from the course table. Then I can remove the roll number 21F1 from the student table. Because if I try to remove roll number, it will throw an error because this corresponding values are already present in the course table, right? So this will ensure the data integrity. So also remember, the foreign key is basically used to ensure the integrity of a database. Integrity of a database. Okay. So this is regarding the student host table, and we have discussed the constraint and data types. Okay. Okay. Any doubt up till now? I think this is clear, right? Okay. Now we'll see. Now we have created a table. So we know how to create a table, how to make the foreign key. referencing to another table. Now we'll see how we can manipulate the data, right? So how we can query a data from a particular table.
Sir, how
So,
can we update?
Yeah, simple update statement. So, for example, the student table. Right? Yeah. So, if I want to update the name of this particular roll number 21F4 because it was null. So, what I need to do? Just tell me update statement.
Update table name.
Table name then.
Set.
Set. Name equals to whatever the name you want to give. For example, Ravi. Then after that, I want to update the name Ravi, but for what roll number?
Where roll number equal to
where roll number is equals to
yes,
2F.
the roll number equals to this particular
21.
Yeah, 21F4. So in this way I can update the record.
Sir, name error, sir. Roll number. Roll number.
What happened? Update. Yeah, so table is not required. It simply table name and then set name equals to Ravi, where roll number equals to 24F4. Okay. So if I just run this query, so here you can see name has been updated 21F4 Ravi, right? So in this way you can update a record anytime. So that's about the constraint foreign key. So yeah, suppose now if I give you anything, any schema diagram, you should be able to convert this into a relational model. Okay. So for example, this is a database, right? So we have created course and student table, and we have linked with the roll number, right? So how many of you have gone through the data set? In that there is one PDF file, and inside that schema is there. Anyone gone through the schema?
Which one, sir?
In the data set folder, we have a schema along with the tar file and SQL file. Let me open.
Yes, so the tables are.
Tables are there. Let me. Resources from instructors. So that is basically a schema diagram of a database. If I give that schema diagram, you should be able to convert that schema diagram into this particular database relational model. Okay, because you know how to create a table now. So,
sir, schema diagram and the ER diagram is same.
ER diagram, first we draw ER diagram. From ER diagram we convert it to a schema, then from schema to SQL. Okay, this is the process. Now let me just share my, let me share that. Stop sharing. So you can go to our portal resources from instructors and you can see a data set, right? So here you can see LIS data set. We have a tar file, so you need to restore this, and here you can see PDF, right? Now if you just scroll down, here you can see schema, right? This is schema diagram. Now what we have created, we have created student table, for example, this one, right? Let me zoom. Okay, so this is basically a primary key. So key corresponding primary key, and this key is basically mentioned here in the members number. So this roll number is a foreign key referencing to a student table in the roll number in the student table, right? So if I give you this particular schema diagram, you should be able to convert this into a SQL part. Okay. So tell me, by looking at this particular diagram, which table I need to create first?
So this reference key and foreign key and in the reference table and the arrows, it appears different in the ER diagram. Difficult to understand, sir.
That's a different notation, yeah. But just go follow with this particular notation. If you go to PG admin, you can also see this particular diagram. Whatever we have table we have created just now, I will show how to do that. But first, tell me, by looking at this particular schema, which table I need to create first? Which table I can create first?
Student table, sir.
Quota and a book issue, sir.
Quota?
Staff, sir.
Staff or book issue?
Staff.
Either I can create a staff table first, or book issue first, or student first, because it is not having any foreign key, right? It is not taking any reference. Sorry, I cannot create book issue because it is taking reference from member number, right?
Yes.
Then the
Department also, yeah. Department also I cannot. Yeah, student also I cannot create because it is taking reference from department. So I can either create staff because it's independent thing, or department, right?
Department, yes.
Quota.
It's a book catalog also.
Quota also, yeah, quota also we can.
Yeah, book catalog also.
Yeah, book catalog, yes, also we can do. Yeah. So make sure if anyone have given you schema like this and you want to convert it into a SQL thing, so make sure which table I need to create first. You will go to a student, you cannot create because this I have dependency on the department table here. So first create department table, then you can create student table, and then you can create remaining table. Just look at this foreign key constant, okay?
Sir?
Yes.
So in this members table, this roll number is the foreign key, right? So it is referencing from the students table.
Yes, yeah. So after this session, try to create this particular schema in PG admin, okay? First, you need to create department, then see what table you can create. You can create student table, you can create staff, you can create book catalog also. Then see how, like for roll number, you have to make this referencing foreign key in the members table, but it is also taking from the faculty. So first faculty you have to create before members table. That thing you have to think, okay? So after this session, please try to create, convert this particular schema into a SQL part, right? And how to verify whether you have created correctly or not, that I will show you now. Now in PG admin, we have just created 2 tables, right? But here we have 3, 6, 9 table. Or you can go for FLIS, that is having less table. Depends on you. Any schema you can take, right? And try to convert this into a SQL part. Now once you have created, you can see database name. So just right click on database name, and here you can see ERD for database, right? So just click ERD for database. Now here you can see these 2 tables. As of now, we have created these 2 tables only. So this is the primary key, and this is the foreign key taking reference to a primary key, right? So don't worry about this particular notation. We'll discuss this notation afterwards. But make sure that whatever the schema you are going to create, we are going to convert, it should look like this foreign key, this foreign key, then this is primary key, okay? So after this session, please try to convert that particular database schema into a this model, okay? So then you can understand a better way, okay?
So there is no arrow mark.
No, here, no, that is that schema is created using different tool. That's why it is mentioning like this. This is a different one, okay? This is a crow fit notation something, okay? We'll discuss this notation in, I think, in week 4. Yeah, week 4 ER diagram. Okay. So first, take any database schema, try to convert into a this particular model, and this thing is enough. If you understand how to create table, how to create a foreign key, then that is only required. Okay. Okay. So this about the how to create a tables and how to insert a record into a table. Now let's go to any database, for example, LIS. So right click and go to LIS query tool. How many tables I have? Let's scroll down, and here you can see tables. 10 tables are there. So let's see, select staff. Yes.
Sir, if I am in the FLIS and want to use the LIS, then can I use or not?
Yeah, you can simply go to that particular database name, right click and use query tool. So in one section you can use LIS, in another section you can use FLIS. For example, FLIS query tool. So here you can see LIS, and here you can use FLIS. Okay? Different.
No, sir. In the same tab, sir. Means I am in the FLIS query tool and want to use the data of the LIS.
No, if
Can I?
database are different, you cannot do like that. Okay. For that, you need to create inside this particular public schema, and then you can have to mention this. That's a different thing.
So, but I think in the SQL we if we use that database name, then we will do operation on that.
yeah, in MySQL, you have to specify database name, then table name like this. Yeah, then we can do that. But here, it is located inside the same schema. In PG-admin also you can do that, but you have to load that particular table into the schema, public schema only. Then you can do that.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, we'll discuss that after. But this is the student table, whatever we have seen. So yeah, from the LIS. So we have a different columns: first name, last name, roll number, department code, gender, mobile number, date of birth, and degree. So here you can see PK. So roll number is the primary key. Now we'll discuss about various operations. Okay. So first, what is the simple thing? Suppose if I want to find out the name of a student whose roll number is CS05, so what query should I write? First name of a student whose roll number is CS05. I name is no name is robot, but how to find out the by query? So what query I need
Select
to write?
the student F name from the table name where roll number is equal to.
Yes. So you simply select star from where particular query. Okay. So here whatever I have done, select whatever the attribute I want to select, and I have to specify like this. And from which table I want to select, and you have to specify the table name. But what is the required condition? Where roll number equals to CS05, right? CS05. Students, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so here you can see. Now, what if I want a first name of a student who's from CS department and any other? Yeah, I want to find out the first name of a student who is from CS department but female. So I want to find out. Let me write it down here. Names of all female students. Female students from CS department. Tell me the query for this. Names of all female students from CS department.
So first name and last name both, na?
First name, last name both. Yeah.
So their department is CS and gender is F. Correct?
Yeah. So where department is CS. So first thing is you have to specify the department code here. Department underscore code equals to CS and gender.
And gender equal to F.
Okay. So this will give me the first and last name of a female student from CS department, right? Yeah. So in this way, I can add multiple conditions inside the where clause by using and or operator. Okay. So this regarding and or operator using where clause. Now we'll discuss about important thing, that is like operator. We have discussed and or. Now what is like operator? Just tell me what is like operator. Questions are there in week 2 based on this like operator, right?
Sir, it gives the like substring, sir, matches the substring and give that the name, sir.
Yeah. So here we have two wildcard operator. First one is underscore. Second one is this percentage symbol. Now what is underscore and what this percentage will do? Tell me.
Sir, one underscore means it's matches only one character of the substring, and the percentage is correct, like matches all the like left or right. It's may any number of the characters, sir.
Match any number of characters.
Yes.
Okay. So whenever I see underscore symbol, it basically means only one character. Percentage means it will try to match with any number of characters. Okay. Now what if I want to find out the name of a student whose name starts with R? Okay. first name start with R. Name of a student whose first name start with R. Tell me. Name of student, that is first name, whose F name starts with R. Tell me.
R percentage.
So we can use
R
select a student F name where from table name where right right of name comma
Where?
1 is equal to R.
Like, sir, name like
I
student.
want student first name start with, right? So I have to
Then
specify student F name.
F name
F
like
name
R
Like or
percentage.
like, then
like
R percentage. Quotes
within
within quotes R percentage.
R
R
percentage,
percentage.
right? So this will give me the names of a student whose first name start with R. Now I want a name of a student whose first name ends with R. Small r.
R.
Only R. Percentage R, right?
Yes, sir.
So this will ensure that my last character must be R, and I don't care about how many characters are there before the R, right? So my first name should ends with R. So now let's run this and see whether we have those students or not. Yes, Shankar is there, right?
So we can also use left and right now for checking left for checking the first letter and right for the left right for the
That's
last.
a different string operation, but yeah, we can do that, but we need to specify like this, okay, differently. But yeah, so this is about the like one. Now, what about I want a name of a student in which whose first name has A as a second character. So if you just see this particular student table, first name should have the second character A. For example, Rajiv, David. I want this type of student whose name has the second character A.
Underscore A percent.
Yes, sir.
Underscore. So this will ensure there must be one character, and after that it must be A, and after that I don't care how many characters are there, right? So first name should include the second character A. That's it, right? So first character should be there because I'm interested in the second character A. So that's why underscore A then percentage. So if I simply run this, I will get this particular result. Okay. Anyone any doubt in this percentage part or like operator? What if I want a name of a student whose name does not contain A? First name does not contain A at least. Okay? Does not contain A. Does not contain A in it.
Can we do it like not like?
Not like is an operator. No, does not contain A, right? So I have to
Percentage both sides.
yeah, percentage both sides, right? So whatever I have done previously, so it will ensure that my second character should not be A, right? Now here I just specify like this, not like A, not like percentage A percentage, right? So this will ensure that A should not be there in any name, the first name, right? So here you can see. So in this way, you can just try it out, think about a different condition and what should be the query for that. Okay. I think in week 2 we have a question, so you can practice that. So
Can I use or in this, sir? Like if I want to check two
yes,
things, capital A and small a, not
yes, you
like
can do
or.
that also. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Or and also you can do both.
Okay.
Depends on the requirements. Yeah. So this is about the like operator. Okay. Now, what about in and not in? Tell me what this in and not in will work.
It will check that the string will present in that attribute.
In basically takes set of values like in list, something in list. Let's say the roll number. If we say roll number in give some number list, it will fetch those record.
Sir, comparing more than one value, sir.
Yes, we can do that. For example, I say I want the details of student, details of student whose roll numbers are like this. CS05, then E02, then EE03. So how I can do this by using in operator, details of a student? Simply select star from students. Now where?
Where department code in.
No, I
Sorry,
want roll number, right?
sorry. Where roll number in.
Roll number in, and after that
Parenthesis and in quotes CS05 comma.
Yes, whatever the roll number I want to find out, that's but it should be in the quotation. So what this is doing actually? Yes, anyone tell me? What is the equivalent query for this if I don't want to use in operator here?
Yeah, it is equivalent to OR operator, whether CS05 or either NE02.
Yes, sir. We will use, yes, sir.
So I
Or
can
operators.
also write like this: select star from student where roll number equals to CS05 or roll number
Or-
equals to ME02 or roll number equals to E03, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is about in thing. Now what if I want detail of a student except this roll number, except this roll
Not,
number?
we will use not, sir.
Then
Sir,
I'll be
in
using,
terms of set, it will be union, right?
sorry?
In terms of set, it will be union, right? Like in operator.
In terms of set, yeah, it will be union thing. Yeah. I will discuss set operations also, but yeah, after this. So this is about in, and now what not in will do, it will simply check whether this particular roll number is not present in this list, then only it will fetch the record, right? In will check whether this particular roll number is present in this or not. If I just run this query, so except these three roll numbers, I will get the information about all the students, right? So this is about in and not in. And it's not like that you have to specify the attribute or value here only. You can also use subquery here. Subquery means you can also use query here inside this, right? Now, what if I want details of a student? Let me know this not. Whose details of a student from CS department and the gender is male, right? So one thing is that I can do like this: select star from whatever we have done earlier, where department code equals to CS and gender equals to M. Or what I can do, select star from student where roll number in, then I want select roll number from students where department code equals to CS and gender equals to M. So this subquery part we don't use in the same table, but we can, just for example purpose, I am saying this equals to M, right? So we'll be using this when I want to fetch a data from different table, right? So this is thing. Yeah. So for example, I want roll number. I want to take roll number from a course table. So in that way, I can write this subquery. So let me see the schema first. LIS table. Student roll number is there in the address. Okay. Now this is about the single table, right? Whatever we have discussed up till now, we can fetch a data from a single table. But what about if I want to get a data from more than one table? So what are different joins in the SQL?
Inner join or natural join or left outer join, route outer join.
First is Cartesian join, Cartesian product or cross join, I can say. Cross join. Second thing is natural join. Third thing is inner join. Then outer join. Now tell me what is cross join or what is natural join?
Cross join is a Cartesian product.
Yeah, cross join is simply a Cartesian product, right? For example, I have a student table and I have a any other table. Let's take different table now. LIS, so student is there. Yeah, member table is there. Select star from members. So select star from members. Now, how to perform cross join between members and students table? Using the citation product, right? Yeah. Select star from table 1, comma table 2. That will perform the cross join between table 1 and table 2. So that is simply like this. Select star from members, comma student, right? So students have how many rows? Students have 52 rows and members have how many rows? 68 rows. Okay. So student have 52 and member is having 68 rows. Now, how many rows will be there in the cross product of student and members?
3,536.
Yeah, 52 multiplied by 68, right?
Yes, sir, 3536.
So that will be 3536. Here you can see at the last. Now, how many columns will be there?
Columns will be same, sir.
All those columns in the member and the student.
It will be added, both of them.
So in the case of cross join, number of rows, right? Number of rows is basically R1 into R2, right? Number of rows in table 1 into number of rows in table 2. That is basically total number of rows in cross join. Total. What about column? Total number of columns? C1 plus C2. Yeah, so columns will be added. Okay, so remember this important one. In the case of cross join, number of rows will be R1 multiplied R2. Columns will be C1 plus C2. Okay, this is about the cross
minus 1, sir. Minus 1 because one common.
No. In the case of cross join, common will also get repeated. If you see the roll number is here, right? If you go on the right hand side, roll number is also present here, right?
So only in natural join it is not added.
Yeah. In the case of natural join, only roll number will be repeated only once. So what is natural join now?
Sir, the column
The
name should not. So should be
natural
student
join will
dot
get
roll
rid of
number.
the.
Just a second. Column name should be. What is your doubt?
No, sir. It will be named differently. Like it should be student dot roll number and courses dot roll number, right?
No, we are not specified like this, right? Because select star is simply just a Cartesian product, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So only while querying we have to specify.
Yeah, we have to specify like this. For example, I want to roll number, right? So here roll number CS01. Now where roll number equals to CS01, right? So if I just run this query,
this line number 27, if there is no relation, if there is no common primary key, whether it will work, a completely disjoint table.
Yeah, even if there is no common attribute between student and members, it will still perform the cross join. Simply it is giving number of rows like R1 into R2, right? So it's not like that there must be some common attribute. No, cross join will simply perform the Cartesian product between two tables. Cartesian product between two tables. That's it.
Okay, so this first one is the cross join.
Yeah. So either I can specify members comma student, or I can just do like this: members cross join student. Both will give the same output, right? But if I want to specify roll number equals to like this, it will throw me an error because this is confused. Roll number is ambitious. From which table I need to specify? So here in this case, you need to specify like this: members dot roll number or students dot roll number. Okay. So then it will give a data, right? Member number. Okay. So this is about the cross join. Simply we are just specifying a members, comma students or members cross join students. So it will simply perform the Cartesian product between two tables, right? But here, if you observe, I am interested in joining two tables based on some common attribute. So in the members table, in the students table, I have roll number as a common attribute. So how I can join those So I want to find out that how many students are the member of a library. That's it, right? So I want the information of a student who are the members of a library. It means that their record must be present in the members table. So if I join these two relation, on what basis I need to join? Roll number. So I need to specify members dot roll underscore number equals to students dot roll underscore number, right?
So it will become inner join.
Inner join is different. I will discuss that also. Difference between cross join and inner join. Yeah, output will be same, but syntax will be different. Okay. Now in this case, see, you can see rows are 52, right? So here you can see ID is null, right? So we have joined these two tables based on the roll number, right? So members dot roll number must be equal to students dot roll number. Okay. Yeah. So this is basically joining based on the common attribute, right? Now what about natural join? It will automatically join based on common attribute. Based on common attribute, right? So the thing is simply select star from. You need to specify natural join in between the tables. So members, natural join, students, right? This will perform the natural join between students and members table. Here you can see 52 rows, same thing. Now, is both the queries are same, this thing and this one? Because here we are specifying the members dot roll number equals students dot roll number, and natural join will automatically join based on the common attribute. And in this case, roll number is common attribute. The output is same.
Sir, in the previous query, sorry to interrupt, I just shared in the chat. Anything wrong in that same thing I wrote? Select from the members. I just took the alias.
Select star from. You have to specify the column name, right? Select star from members and cross join student S where m dot roll number equals that is correct, but you have to specify select star from members. Okay.
Okay. First one. Okay.
So see here, yeah. So both the query will give me the same output, okay? But the difference is that if I run this query, here you can see roll number and roll number repeated twice. Both are the same values, right? CS01, 01, 02, 02, same thing. But in the case of natural join, number of rows will be same, but number of columns will be different because this roll number is not getting repeated here, right? In the case of natural join. So natural join will automatically join based on the common attribute. Now, what if I join these two tables? What if I perform natural join which do not have any common attribute? Now, what will happen in that case? It will throw an error or what? Huh? So, if
Sir,
you
will
see
it be
the
same as the
schema,
first time?
yeah, if you see the schema, I don't have any common between students and staff, right? So, if I try to perform this operation between students and staff, it will perform the cross join simply. So students comma staff. So is there any common? Let me check. So what is common in student and staff? Gender is common, right? Mobile number is also common. Okay, great. So if you see the schema of student and staff, in that I have gender and mobile number, both are common, right? So let me create ER diagram here also. So this is my student table, right? And this is my staff table. Now I'm performing natural join between staff and students table. But if you observe, gender is present in both the tables and date and mobile numbers also present in both the tables. Now what this natural join is doing, based on common attribute, you are performing the join, right? Now it means that it is joining these two tables based on gender also and mobile number also, right? Well, there are no rows such that satisfy this condition. Gender also same and mobile number also same. So that's why it is giving me an empty output, right? This is an empty output. Here you can see empty output.
So for a same person, both will be same, right?
For the same person,
Like both mobile number and gender will be same, right?
yeah. So it will show only when the gender and the mobile number is same. Okay. Because there are two common attributes.
Okay. Yes,
Now,
different individuals.
yeah. For example, book, catalog, and students. So here we don't have any common attribute. Now, if I try to perform natural join, this will work as a cross join. It will give me the cross join if there are no common attributes. So you can remember that point. If there are no common attribute, it will perform cross join. Okay. And in the case of natural join, the common column will not be repeated, but in the case of cross join, and if you specify the condition, that column will be there, right? Now, what about inner join? Tell me, what is inner join here?
Hello, sir.
Huh?
Sir, in natural join, we have more than one attribute is common. Then zero rows will be output.
No. So in staff and students table, we have gender and mobile number, right?
Yes, sir.
Both are common. So here there are no matching rows for both the columns. Gender also should be same and mobile number must be same. Then only it will
in that
project the rows.
when you are doing the natural join, and we are saying that if there is no matching attribute, it will perform the cross join, but it is doing cross join on the columns but not fetching any data.
No, this is not a cross join. It has performed the natural join here, but the thing is that there are no matching values in the both the columns, right? Gender and mobile number must be same. Then only it will get a join. So this basically it is equivalent to this one. So select star from staff cross join students where staff dot gender equals to students dot gender. Okay. So I will use alias for this. Okay. Students gender and staff dot mobile number underscore is there, right? Underscore number equals to s dot mobile underscore. So it is performing this particular thing. So staff gender must be same and the mobile number must be same. But in the tables there are no rows such that satisfy this both the condition, right? I hope this is clear.
So if the student were both student as well as staff, then there would be some output, right?
Yeah, if we have a staff having same mobile number, then and the gender is also same, then we'll get the output. Okay.
No, because mobile number can't be same now of different individuals.
Yeah, that's why it is giving me empty output, right?
So no. If a student also worked as a staff in the university, then in that case also this would give some non-empty output, right?
In that case, it will give some output because mobile number will match, right?
Yes.
Yeah, mobile number will match and gender should also match. But if he is a female and if mobile number, anyway, staff column will have.
Same person will come.
Yeah, same person will come. Yeah. So that's the thing. If there are no common attribute, it will perform a cross join. But if there are common attributes and if there are more than one common attributes, then both the attributes should satisfy that particular condition, right? It's not like that gender is there, then it will perform. No. Gender should be same and mobile number should be same, then only it will fetch the data. Otherwise, it will give an empty output, right? But if you see this book catalog and students, now these two tables don't have anything in common. Now it will perform the cross join. Okay, so staff is there, book underscore catalog, right? CATALOG is correct. Now if I join this, so I'm getting 1040 rows, right? So it is basically performing the cross join, because in this two tables there is no common attribute. Okay. So this is regarding the cross join and natural join. Now what about inner join? Again, I want to join members and student based on the roll number. Same thing, but using the inner join. How I can do that?
Select star.
Tell me.
Select star from student, inner join.
Okay, instead of cross join, I have to specify inner join. Then
where की जगह on. Instead of where, use on.
Yes. So instead of where, we have to use on clause. Okay. So I am joining members and student table using inner join on which attribute? On roll number attribute. Okay. So this is what inner join will do. So based on this particular attribute, it will try to join the table. So if I run this query, I will get the same 52 as a rows. Now tell me, this is equivalent to natural join or cross join?
The first one, cross join.
This one. Because number of rows are same. But what about the columns? In both cases, this roll number is getting repeated, right? In the case of inner join also, here you can see roll number and the roll number, right? Now, there are two ways to write the inner join. First, we have specify using on clause. Or if I don't want to use on clause, but I know that there is some common attribute, right? So in that case, I can use using also. So using, just mention roll number. Okay. Now if I run this query, now this will act like a natural join. So we are joining two tables based on the roll number. But for this particular query, name must be same. Roll underscore number must be same in both the table. If in members table it is roll number without underscore, then it will not work, right? So this is the difference between both the queries. Both are inner join, but one is using and another one is using on. So better always go with this on clause, okay?
So for using to work, the roll number should be same. The attribute name should be same.
Attribute name should be same, yeah. And here you can see in the case of using, we get only roll number one time. We don't have another roll number column, right? But in the case of first one, this one, we are getting two roll number columns, right? So this is regarding the equivalent to natural join, and this is basically equivalent to cross join by using where clause. So this is about the inner join. Simply nothing in it, but we'll recommend you to use this inner join because here we are specifying the attribute name on which we want to join. What if in members table it is just roll number? So in that case, this will not work. Okay, this will work. So that's it from the inner join. Now tell me what is outer join.
Like whatever rows are different.
Rows are different, yes.
It will join whether there is a common or not.
No, it will bring the values from the left table also if it is still the where common things did not match.
Yeah, so there are different types of outer join. Now tell me what is left outer join, right, and full outer join. What is left outer join first?
It will take all the rows of the left side. All the
rows?
All the rows of the left.
So it will give. So it will
all the
give
common
only
rows of the right table.
It will project all the common rows first, common rows, and then remaining rows from the left table.
So what about attributes?
Yeah. So left outer join, it will project all the common rows and remaining rows from the left table. Attributes, so for those attribute which does not match with the table 2, for those attribute it will be a null values. Okay. So let's see any table we have. Outer join. Members are having both the 50 to 52, right? Staff is not there. Any other
Sir, which join
department?
equivalent to the VLOOKUP in Excel? Is it the full outer join? Like in
yeah, outer, in that also you can specify which we want, left or right.
Okay.
Outer join, right? Yeah.
Inner join also can be specified, sir.
Inner join also we can do that. But yeah, it will give the same output as if we, even if we didn't specify it. So I'm thinking which table we can perform, because roll number is present in members table also. Book issue is there in the book copies.
Sir, we can take book catalog and book copies table.
Book catalog and book copies. Okay, or book issue or members. We'll see that. Yeah, book issue and name members will do. Because there can be a members who are the member of library but did not issue any book, right? That thing is possible, right? First, let's see the select star from book issue. $21 are there. So members are 21. In members, how many rows we have? 68. Okay. So members and book issue. So where is members? So this is members table and this is book issue table, right? So here member number is there, common between both the tables, and that's it, right? And other attributes are there. Now, what if I want the details of our members who have not issued any book, right? So in that case, how I can do left outer join, right? We can use left outer join. We use left outer join in such cases only where I am interested in finding out, for this example, who has not issued any book or who is not the student, right? So that we can equate to a nullable object. So suppose first let's perform select star from members as m. I will perform inner join first. Inner join book underscore issue on m dot member number, right? Member number equals to vi dot member underscore number, and this should be vi. Yeah, so we have 21 rows, right? Now I want to find out the members who have not issued any book, right? So how I can do using left outer join? So instead of inner, I have to specify left outer join. Now what this left outer join will do? First, it will fetch the common rows between members and book issue based on this particular condition, and then remaining rows from the members table, right? So if I just run this, so here you can see 69 rows are there, and yeah. So here you can see these are the member on the left hand side. If you scroll down here, you can see null one, right? So I'm getting the details of those members who have first it will join based on the this particular condition, and then remaining rows from the members table, right? Now I'm interested who has not issued any book. It means that his detail is not present in the book issue table, right? It means that member number must be null. So where I can use where clause m dot not m bi dot member number
is null,
right? Because null is not any value, so I cannot use equal to symbol. I have to use is thing here, right? So if I run this query, now here you can see all left hand side, so right hand side are null, right? So these are the member number who has not issued any book from the library. So for this case, we can use left outer join. Okay. Anyone any doubt in left outer join? First, it will join based on the common rows, that is based on this particular condition, and then remaining rows from the left table. So first common attribute or common rows specified by condition, and then remaining rows from the left table. Yes, anyone?
So, but it will take all the attributes in both the tables.
Yeah, attributes, it will take all attributes. Yeah. So this is left outer join will be very useful when you want to find out the details of a student who has not enrolled in the course, right? Or the members of a library who has not issued any books. So in such case, you can use this because for that entry, the member number will be null, right? So this is what a left outer join is. Now in the case of right outer join, same thing. If I just write like here, instead of left, it will be right. But here I will not get any null values because right table will be book issue. And already all the information of this particular member who have issued book is already present in the members table. So if I run this query, tell me what will be the output. It will give me empty output or 21 rows. Yes, anyone?
Sir, in this case also, it will first fetch the matching and then it will get the data from the right table, what is not matching.
Yes, right outer join will do same thing. First, it will join based on common attribute and then remaining rows from the right table. But in this case, already all the rows are present in the members table, right? So I will just run this particular thing first. So here you can see 21 rows are there. And let's see if we have any null or not. We don't have any null values here, right? Yeah. Because all the members in the book issue is a member of library, right? But if I just interchange this one, book issue is here, and this is basically members.
Sir, this
Now,
is incorrect.
Yeah, now both the queries are equivalent, right? Same thing.
Yeah.
Sir, could you explain it again, sir? Why we put even dot member number is not?
Here. Yeah, see what left outer join will do. First, it will try to join based on the condition, right? Whatever the condition we have specified. Now, and then the remaining rows from the left table. So if I just run this particular query here, what I am getting? So I am getting the record of a student. You can see who have issued the book, and those who have not the members, those who are not issued any book, for them we have a null, right? So first it is giving me the common attribute based on this particular condition, matching rows based on this condition, and then remaining rows from the left table. But if I want to check whether any member of a library has not issued any book, who are those members who has not issued any book? For them, this member number will be null because they have not issued any book, right? So that's why. So that's what I want to check. So that's why bi underscore bi dot member number is null. So I'm checking whether this member number is null or not. It means that they have not issued any book up till now, right? So if I run this, so here you can see this. So these are the members. Okay. So you can see on the right hand side, all the entries are null because they have not issued any book. So in this way, this left outer join and outer join will work. Now, what about full outer join?
Sir?
Huh?
So both are same. The right outer join will give for this code which you have written. This and the above code will give the same.
Yes, this and this will give the same because we have interchanged the table also, right?
Okay, sir.
Now, member is in the left table, here member is right table, right?
So both are same.
Yeah, both are same. But if I just change the table name, then it will give a different answer, right? Because right table will be member in this case. If I just change right here, answer will be different. Okay, so you need to make sure that for which attribute you are going to apply null.
So this will give the members who have issued book, right? Right out of that.
Yeah, but I don't need to specify null here. Otherwise, we are simply checking is null or not. But anyway, all the members in the book issue table already a member of this particular library, right? So this will give me all the records. 21 like this. If I just say is null, it will give me empty record because there are no records for that, right? Because what this is doing, we are checking right table is book issue, right? But anyway, all the members number in the book issue is basically members of a library only, right? So the information is present. So in that case, doesn't make any sense to use right outer join for this thing. We can use left outer join if we want to check if there is a member has issued book or not. Okay, that's the case. So you have to see what is your requirement, and based on that you have to use which one will be your right table or left table. Now, what about full outer join? What this full outer join will give me?
It will get data from whole set, both the table combined.
It will give all the rows from both the table.
Yeah. So first it will give me the common rows from both the table based on the specific condition, and remaining rows from right and left table. Okay, and the corresponding value will be null in the case of right and left table. So same thing we can do here. Instead of right outer join, I can simply mention full outer join. So here you can see, right? So this is about the join, various type of join. Okay, cross join, natural join, inner join, and outer join. So we can solve the question based on this. It is there in the practice assignment. So try to solve those questions. Now we'll discuss about aggregate operation. Huh?
Sir, in full outer join, the number of rows will be same as the number of members.
In the case of full outer join.
Yes, sir.
Can you repeat?
No, the number of rows will be same as number of rows in members, or different.
No, it will be different. It depends on the case, because if we have two such entry for the same member number, then it will two entry will be reflected, right? It depends on the condition of constraint. So in assignment, you can see maximum number of rows, minimum number of rows in outer join, right? Try to solve those type of questions.
So, like whatever tuples are there in members, they will also be there in book issue. Like book issue will not have more tuples than members. So I think the number of rows in full outer join will be same as the number of rows
in the members, right? Yeah, for this particular case it is true. Yeah, you can 69 only, right? But the thing is, if you observe this particular schema here, in book issue, this is the key, right? So member and actionable combined key. But what if we having the not null also? Or there can be cases where the same member number is there 10 times also, right? In that case, the answer will be different because this will try to match 10 times then with that particular condition. Okay, so you need to see the requirement, like what given things are there. If it is nullable constraint is there, then it will it may give you a different output, right? Not the same. So there is one question in the week 2 or week 3. I don't know practice assignment. Try to solve that. Yeah, or I will discuss it in the next session. Okay. Now what about aggregate function and the group by and having clause? Tell me which are aggregate function?
Maximum, minimum, average, sum.
Max, mean,
average, sum,
count, and count, right? Yeah, so these are the aggregate functions now here. I hope you know what this max, mean, average will do. Simply it will give me the maximum value in the particular row or attribute, sorry, in the column or attribute, right? So if we have a numeric data, Table is there and numeric data.
Sir.
Number of yes.
Sir, I have a doubt in count aggregate function.
Yeah.
Sir, if I write,
program.
Okay.
Just a second. Then select star from program. Yes, you can ask your doubt. Tell me.
Sir, if I write count parenthesis column, so it will give a null as a count, nullable row attribute, nullable row will be counted.
Okay.
Or if I write count star.
See, in aggregate function, except count star, count star, all aggregate function will ignore the null values. All aggregate function will ignore the null value. Okay, remember this important point. For example, this is member type, right? Is based on anything. Yeah, let's go to a previous table that we have created. SQL session, this one, right? So here we have created student table, right? Here we have age. Do we have null here in the age column? We can insert. Okay. Age can be null, right? Or age cannot be null.
We can take name attribute.
No, I want to perform aggregate, na, so it must be integer data type. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's try to discuss it here only. Quota member number. Okay. So I will add one here. Insert to quota values. It is taking the reference. Let's see, try to add.
So you can use the university database also.
Yeah, we can use that also. Yeah. For FLIS also, I think goals table is there, right? Yeah.
We can use FLIS.
FLIS also. Yeah. They are not loaded, I guess. Just a second. Can we have this one? Let's see. Okay, not a constant is there. Okay. Okay, let's go for FLIS only. Yeah. So select star from matches, I guess. Yeah. If I run this query, if I want to data from matches table, so here, so here you can see host team score and guest team score, right? Now I want to find out the maximum host team score. So simply what I can do, select max, then specify like this, host underscore team underscore score, right? From matches table. So this will give me the maximum host team score. So that is basically 5. But if I want to find out the maximum host team score by a team, the matches number is there. So I want to find out the maximum number of score by a team T00 win T001 while playing as a host team, right? So in that case, what I need to do, this is 5 only. Let's see for T03. Okay. So where host team ID is equals to T003. So what I am getting here, the maximum number of scored by the host team ID T003. So it is basically 4, right? So 4 are the one. or max will give max, min will give min, average will give the average. So these are the different aggregate function you can try, right? But the thing is about the nullable thing, right? Now when I say select count star from matches, right? It will simply count the number of rows in a particular table. That is basically 16. Or if I want to find out the number of matches played by the team D001 as a host team, in that case, what I need to do, select simply count star this one, right? If I run this, so they played 4 matches as a host team, right? So what I said earlier, except count star, all aggregate function will ignore the null values. Now let's do this. Okay. Yeah. Now suppose I want to find out the, now consider the fifth row here. Detail is, for example, any match number, but here it is null value. Host team score is null. Now tell me what will be the average of host team score. If I just apply average in bracket host team score, if a null value is there,
2.333.
so here as of now 4 plus 2 plus 4 plus 1 plus 3
divided
divide by 4 only, not 5. Okay, even if we have a row having null values, we are not going to consider that while calculating the average. So remember this important point. Every aggregate function will ignore the null values. But when I say count host team score, so 2, 4, 1, 3, only 4 will be there. When I say count star and all are the data is present, then in that case count will be 5. Okay. So except count star, every aggregate function will ignore the null value. Just remember this important point. That's it.
Sir, you are not audible.
Anyone solve practice question and graded question? SQL part.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Actually, its power went off. So we can do one thing like we can discuss in the okay.
So can you please repeat again?
Hello.
Your voice is lagging, sir.
He's saying power went off.
Yeah, I know, but sir, telling me we can some other session.
Yeah, actually a power went off, so we can close session here and we will discuss the remaining part, that is aggregate function, group by and having clause in the next session. Is that fine?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Or else if it is required, we can have extra session also based on SQL, okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thanks for joining.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.